Help them not kill these demons!
We'll break out soon, and I will kill more.
The courtroom, traditionally a bastion of order and decorum, transforms into a stage where the human condition unfolds in ways that will leave you questioning the very essence of truth and the boundaries of the law. From jaw-dropping confessions to unforeseen twists that defy even the most seasoned legal minds, these courtroom moments are etched in the annals of legal history. Join us as we delve into the heart-stopping, spine-tingling tales of justice, served with an unexpected side of drama. We will start with the Russian court. While the trial was ongoing, a Russian guy who was on trial for the murder of his sister attempted to somehow escape via the roof. When Leonid Gracer, then 18, was sitting in a glass-walled box at Sherbinsky Court in 2019, he believed he could slip out while everyone was watching. The Russian tried to make a break for it, but many policemen saw him and grabbed his leg before he could get too far through the tile ceiling. In the process, it seemed like he misplaced his pants. As one police officer holds Gracer's leg, the other cries for help, and Gracer is able to shake off his pants and release a leg. The police managed to restrain the Russian until assistance could come, and when it did, he struck him with a taser to bring him to the ground. After agreeing to descend, Gracer was able to slide back into the box. To stop him from escaping any further, he was shackled as soon as he pulled up his pants. Gracer's situation was awful, even if it was amusing to watch how he managed to escape. He said that Satan had given him the command to murder Ariadna Korol, his 21-year-old sister. Witnesses at the murder site report that Gracer stripped while scribbling demonic symbols in blood over his sister's body and his head, just before police backup arrived. He was pleading with them to free him of Satan, the eyewitness said. He allegedly did not mention Satan in a confession to Russian police, but rather said that murdering his sister was necessary and that he did what he had to do. The Sherbinsky District Court in Moscow condemned Gracer to mandatory mental medical therapy in September 2020. Next, we will move towards the Australian court. A South Australian man who attempted to escape detention by jumping from a court docket has been imprisoned for a minimum of 1 year. Daniel James Nicholson, 35, was accused and entered a guilty plea to 2 charges: deliberately causing damage to a prescribed emergency worker and trying to escape from detention after making an effort to run. On September 15, 2020, the O'Sullivan Beach father of 4 made his first court appearance in connection with accusations of carrying an offensive weapon and owning a restricted weapon. Nicholson may be seen jumping over the dock in video footage after realizing that his bail had been revoked by Judge Sue O'Connor. After Nicholson freaked out about the verdict, 2 sheriff's officers confront him and make an effort to stop him from leaving the Christie's Beach Magistrates Court. After a fight breaks out, Nicholson makes his second try at jumping from the pier and falls on the bar table. Brendan Gottschutz, the police prosecutor, instantly grabs the defendant and pushes him to the ground. But Nicholson escapes his grip. Nicholson is pulled from behind, loses his equilibrium, and falls backwards. The sheriff's deputies help catch him again. After that, Nicholson is confined. One sheriff's deputy had to wear a moon boot for 6 weeks after breaking his right foot in the incident. Judge Laisel Chapman said at Nicholson's sentence that the sheriff's deputy was unable to drive and required assistance with dressing and bathing. She said that the guy had anxiety about his interactions with coworkers and wondered whether he had made the correct decision.
Take a seat.
Miss, please, miss.
Please, miss. I'll show you what please, miss is.
The altercation left the second sheriff's officer with a headache and a clicking jaw. Nicholson tried to flee while high on methamphetamine.
Don't do anything silly.
According to testimony given to the court, when the defendant was informed that his bail had been revoked, he allegedly freaked out since he had assumed he would just be appearing in court that day and would have gone home with his kid. He said that he didn't mean to hurt anyone and that his response was stupid to the cops. Judge Chapman, however, deemed the outburst to be inexcusable. Lastly, we have the case from South Carolina court.
I believe the state has, in fact, met their burden, so therefore I am going to find that there is probable cause to charge the individual with the found over 4 generations.
A 17-year-old kid with autism who murdered his infant half-brother by setting his house on fire sobbed in court while serving a 15-year sentence when he entered a guilty plea for lighting the fire that killed 14-month-old Joshua Hill in March 2015. Jacob Matthew Morgan sobbed.
They actually took us out of the room before they took him, so we did not even know at first that he was being interrogated. We told them that he has learning disabilities and had trouble understanding some of the more complex questions that I was sure they were asking him.
Since the adolescent's arrest, his mother, Julie Hill Dover, has defended him in court, and the teenager's family from Rock Hill, South Carolina, has remained by him. Joshua's father, Mike Hill, together with Morgan's stepmother, Mrs. Hill Dover, had left Morgan to watch after Joshua, who was reportedly sleeping when the fire broke out. At a prior hearing, Deputy Counsel Willie Thompson said that Morgan showed malice by waiting outside the burning house, failing to ask for assistance, and failing to rescue his younger brother. However, Morgan's parents claim that his neighbors warned him to avoid the fire and physically restrained him when he attempted to return inside in order to rescue his brother.
Still to this very day, he was my best friend. To kill him and be killing in pieces myself. He was the only brother I ever had.
Additionally, they contend that during a 5-hour, unrecorded questioning, Morgan, who likewise has problems with reading and writing, admitted to lighting the fire under pressure. Morgan allegedly provided the investigators with many alternative explanations about how the fire originated. Authorities added that after first saying he unintentionally flung a pillow next to a heater, he then claimed to have set a cushion on fire and thrown it into the air. According to fire specialists, there seemed to have been 2 fires started, one in the living room and another on a blanket in Joshua's master bedroom. Additionally, according to the prosecution, Morgan admitted to the police that he loved fire and had started one in the residence 2 weeks before. The adolescent broke down in tears once again in court after entering a guilty plea to charges of third-degree arson, criminal behavior toward a minor, and involuntary manslaughter. Thank you for joining us on this roller coaster ride. What shocked you the most? Which case left an indelible mark on your perspective? Remember to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay tuned for more gripping explorations into the fascinating world of law and justice.